Welcome to Moment for Mission. This is Dr. Fred Foy Strang. I'm so glad you're joining me today. Today we're going to talk about excellence in mission. Just get by. Do the least you can. Hey, no one's looking. Why bother? Who cares? Have you heard those said lately? Although common and widely accepted, these thoughts are the antithesis of what I want to look at today: excellence in mission. But how about a Fred Foy fact to get us started? When I was young, I was very active in scouting. I went through Cub Scouts and then Boy Scouts. I was very involved in Troop 121, Winter Haven, Florida. I was senior patrol leader and served for many years as the troop's chaplain and obtained the Life Scouting rank. I learned a lot through scouting and greatly appreciate those volunteer leaders who gave to us their time and took us on many great adventures. So my question is excellence a lost commodity? Well, often it seems that way, doesn't it? From car repairs to construction, from schoolwork to sermons, the quality of effort and the ensuing results fall far short of top quality. The easy way out is to just settle, to resign ourselves to the reality that that's just the way it is these days, or to shrug our shoulders and just move on. Now, you might think I'm old-fashioned, but I just do not accept this. I try to do things, and I try to do them right, and I expect the same of others. If we're truly committed to our mission, then we should want it to be the absolute best it can be. I have a musician friend who has just released her first album. She is painstakingly thorough. She pays attention to each aspect of her craft. Her lyrics are well thought out and carefully crafted. She spent countless hours practicing her musicianship and rehearsing with other professionals. It was a real joy to be at her album debut and hear live the good fruits of her labor. Interested? Check out shannonmillermusic.com. I'll put a link for you in the show notes. Now, one of my chores as a boy, like probably many of you, was to wash the cars. My daddy showed me how to detail his K5 Chevy Blazers inside and out. The leather, the vinyl, the carpets, the windows, the tires, the rims. It's now a common business term, auto detailing. If you want to fork out the money, these businesses should really go over every bit or detail of your auto and return it in a superb state. However, I've paid money to have my car professionally detailed at least once in each state in the U.S. in which I've lived, and I can honestly say that I can detail a car far, far better than any of those that I've ever tried. In each case, I was always disappointed with the results of these professionals, as the details were not all attended to. In many modern cultures, however, details are just passed by. They're overlooked. They're even deemed unimportant. And if you insist on holding someone to a standard of excellence, you are often rebuffed as being obsessive or being overly difficult, or you're ridiculed for being too picky. My wife, Cecily, is an RN and PhD nurse educator, and I hope you are thankful that she is exacting in holding her students to the highest standard of excellence, and she does not just let things slide in the hospital setting. Why? The stakes are simply too high, and her standards are for nothing less than excellence. Back to my scouting days. I had it impressed upon me, both in my family and through church and through scouts, that it was the right thing to strive to do my best. In each meeting of the Boy Scouts of America, we had to recite the Boy Scout oath, which I can still recall. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the Scout law, to help other peoples at all time, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. We also had to know the Scout law, 12 points that a Scout tries to live up to every day. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. The Boy Scout motto is Be Prepared. In Scouting for Boys Part 3, Robert Baden-Powell explains, the Scout motto is Be Prepared, which means you are always in a state of readiness in mind and body to do your duty, and the duty of the Scout is to do their best. If our mission for ourselves or for our organization is important and worthwhile, then it deserves our very best and the best efforts of those who partner with us. Now, I enjoy golf. I'm not a good player, but I am improving. I served Reed Memorial Presbyterian Church in Augusta, Georgia, some years ago. If you know something about golf or have recently seen the phenomenal comeback of Tiger Woods, then you likely have heard of the iconic Augusta National Golf Club. We've had the privilege of being at that tournament, and it is an amazing place. One thing I have learned about golf is that there are opportunities for excellence in a number of areas. Of course, one of those is the technique of the game and all that involves. But one more important is that there is an opportunity for practicing excellence in one's character. As a novice, I often play by myself in order to get to the point in my game so that one day I can join others. As I have shared, I love being in the outdoors, so walking the course is very therapeutic. No one's around, it's nice and quiet. So, with no one around, no one saw me take an extra 2 swings to get that ball out of the bunker. And that was really a 4-putt, but no one was counting but me. See, I have the opportunity for personal excellence. I could cheat, I could write down fewer strokes than I actually took, but I don't. I just write down what it was. Even though no one is looking, no one is checking up on me. Excellence in mission, I think, is kind of like that. When no one is looking, will I give my absolute best to this task that I have before me? When no one is looking, will I refuse to settle for substandard efforts and results? When no one is looking, will I pursue my mission with absolute integrity? Maya Angelou writes, do the best you can until you know better. Then, when you know better, do better. The writer of Ecclesiastes in the Bible says, whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might. So whether we are doing something small and seemingly insignificant or a grand thing, this is an admonition to give our best. Philosopher John Gardner wrote, the society which scorns excellence in plumbing, because plumbing is a humble activity, and tolerates shoddiness in philosophy, because it is an exalted activity, will have neither good plumbing nor good philosophy. Neither its pipes nor its theories will hold water. Excellence in mission is doing our best with what we have, where we are, utilizing the gifts, the skills, the opportunities, the abilities that God has given with the goal of growth, improvement, and service. So what do you have on your agenda today? Whether it's cleaning the house, studying your lessons, or taking on a task at work, determine right now you will give it your all. Why? Because your mission is important and it deserves your finest efforts. This is Dr. Fred Foy Strang. Whatever comes your way today, give it your best shot. And while you're at it, have a great day.